Hi, my name is Allison and I am here to talk to you about water recycling and its benefits. My proposition is water recycling is a viable alternative to water rationing in residential homes. It is an undisputed fact that California is in a state of drought. The California state government has called for water rationing to solve this drought, yet they have failed to look at other solutions. Water rationing is my first point is water rationing is an inadequate solution to California's statewide drought. According to the National California State Water Board, during the most recent drought from 1987 to 1992, large urban water agencies used mandatory water rationing to achieve water use reduction in the 20 to 30% range. Yet today, California is still in a state of drought. This does not solve anything, and it will not solve anything today. My second point is water recycling will reduce the use of water in residential homes. Average daily, according to my Professor Kumar at this university in my irrigation water management lecture, average daily household water use is 350 gallons per day. Over 70% of this water is used in the household, can be reclaimed and reused for other purposes within that home, therefore recycling the water. If that water was saved and reused, it could be reduce the use of water as a whole and reduce the use of water that our California state is now saying. My third claim is reclaimed water mitigates water shortages in residential areas. Reclaimed water can be used to water outdoor plants, and it can also be used, has also been shown to reduce dependence of freshwater resources. According to the household water use statistics data, in Nevada, 70% of water used in residential homes is used for irrigation of outdoor plants. And landscape irrigation accounts for about half of the water California uses at home. Use of reclaimed water that can be reduced for freshwater resources is a main point in our debate. The California water supplies fresh water to 7 states, including California, and currently has 10 to 40% decrease of water flow. This is an important point because without this river, we will be without water and in a more severe drought than we are now. If we do not find more reasonable solutions than just reducing water use and rationing, a better solution will not be found.
All right, well, the proposition is clearly stated. There's no preview of what the supporting points are going to be, but there's a good signpost, at least on the first point, and I thought the second point was relatively clear also. I'm not sure what the controversy is on the recycling of the water. Is it that it's too expensive? Are there laws that preclude it? Are people resistant to it? That it's a good idea might not be in dispute. So why is this something that we need to argue about? I do think that you do present a good basic issue that there are problems with the water. Again, like you said, there's not much doubt that we're in a drought and that we have some difficulties facing with facing us. What we need is a little bit more of a calculation about how this recycling would impact the deficiency in the amount of water that we have, allow us to divert water to other uses, or make the utilization of water resources that we have more effective. I think that you needed to develop that a little bit more. The first point, you basically take it as a given that we have problems with the water. I don't think there's a lot of controversy on that. It's the reclamation point, the second and the third points that need a little bit more development. I thought the third point had the strongest part of your argument, where there's some explanation about how much of the water is recyclable, and you make the comparison to Nevada, for instance, utilizing a lot of their water for irrigation purposes for landscaping, that kind of thing. And I think that's a good argument. When you talked about California household use, there's a little bit of confusion about how much can be reclaimed and how much is used for landscaping. I'm not exactly sure how you would reclaim water that's already been used for landscaping, so it's got to be a smaller amount there. There's got to be some calculation that goes into that. I thought you got sidetracked again at the end when you started talking about other water resources and the problems with them. That either should have been in the first point or left out of the speech entirely. I think you're rushing a little bit through the presentation, and you can pace your argument a little bit more, especially for an audience that might not be as familiar with the California water issues. All right, thank you.